This is to do with Ravens Justin Tucker. Now, I have no idea who Justin Tucker is. I'm not going to pretend I have any idea who Justin Tucker is. I learned his name only today. But I saw him all over the timeline. And I saw this headline. I thought, you know what? I have to talk about this. I have to cover it because this is a wild, wild story. So the headline comes from the Baltimore Banner. Ravens Justin Tucker accused of inappropriate sexual behavior by 6 massage therapists. I read a tweet somewhere that said this guy, somebody put a tweet out, I think in December or something, that he had been banned from all the massage parlors in wherever the area is that his NFL team is based in. Like there's like a, you know, a memo went out to all massage parlors to not take this guy's money, not take his business because he's a fucking pest and a creeper. And now obviously it's been revealed in exact detail what exactly he did. So let's read the article. Ravens kicker Justin Tucker engaged in inappropriate behavior at 4 high-end spas and wellness centers in the Baltimore region. According to 6 massage therapists, including exposing his genitals, brushing 2 of them with his exposed penis, and leaving what he believed to be ejaculate on the massage table after 3 of his treatments. Yo, this guy is wildin', bro. Wildin'. I'm assuming these spas and like these are not like rub and tugs from what I'm led to understand. They're not rub and tugs. These are like proper like wellness centers. They're not. If it's a rub and tug, it's a different story. But if it's a wellness place where you go to get like, you know, red light, whatever therapy, you go and sit in the sauna, you do this, you do that. This is not the kind of place to do that sort of stuff to it. Big up,
WSP mate, thoughts on Dior Men FW25? Do you think Kim Jones is out of Dior? Thoughts?
Oh yeah, big up Richie. Do I think Kim Jones is out of Dior? Probably not, man. I don't know. I haven't really looked too much into it, but I don't think so. If he's out of Dior, he's probably going to be on his terms. He might be tired because he's been, you know, kind of designing for, it feels like, what, 20 plus years at that kind of level. So if he decides to leave Dior, I think it'll be on his account, not because he's not doing well at Dior anymore. I know some people on fashion Twitter are a bit bored of what he does, but he's still at the high level. I think what I saw recently of that Dior show looked fucking beautiful. So yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon, to be fair. But I haven't done a review of the Dior show yet. But I definitely will do that in the next episode because I'll need to do a roundup of the Paris Men's Fashion Week anyway in general. But big up Richie, I appreciate you, brother. Several therapists said Tucker's behavior was so egregious that they ended his session early or refused to work on him again. And at 2 spas, management team said that they banned him from returning. After receiving a tip on January 9th, the Banner began investigating and spoke to 6 massage therapists who recounted troubling first-hand experiences with Tucker from 2012 to 2016. Jesus Christ. The women said that they had long wanted to tell their stories. The quote, "I've told people about this over the years, and they either act like it's hot gossip or a joke," said one therapist who worked with Tucker in 2016, "but it's really degrading." Attorneys for Tucker denied the allegations of inappropriate behavior, calling them speculative and impossible to prove. That's not a good way to defend somebody, right? Speculative and impossible to prove. You should just say categorically that did not happen. It's not true. Not it's speculative and impossible to prove. That's a weird defense. The attorneys Thomas H. Clare and Stephen J. Harrison of the firm Clare and Loke said Tucker had never been banned from the 2 spas in question. They also denied Tucker ever ejaculated at a spa. How do you know this to be sure? How do the lawyers know for sure that he hasn't ejaculated in spas? Mr. Tucker has never behaved inappropriately during a massage therapy session, and certainly never in the manner described by the Banner's reporting, the lawyer says. Any suggestion of the contrary is fictitious and utterly baseless claim. A Raven spokesperson says we take any allegation of the nature seriously and will continue to monitor the situation. The NFL said it will look into the matter. So he hasn't been suspended so far or anything. They're going to look into it. Tucker released a lengthy statement on X after the story was published denying the allegations, criticizing the Banner's reporting process. He says, "I have always made a conscious effort to be considerate and respectful of all the interactions with the community that I love so much." With the community? What community? The spa community? The rub and tug community? The massage community? What community, brother? It's devastating for me to learn that anyone would feel that I was offensive in any way. Rubbing your genitals on somebody and leaving ejaculate in places is the epitome of offensive, I feel like. There's no mistake in that. That's not something you do by mistake, you know? Anyway, I could be wrong. Some of the women that they encountered Tucker, now 35, early in his career, before he established himself as NFL best kicker. After joining the team in 2012, Tucker quickly built a standout reputation on the field. kicking 2 fourth-quarter field goals in the Ravens' 34-31 win against San Francisco 49 in Super Bowl. He cultivated an outside public persona, extolling his Catholic faith. Oh my God. Of course, it's the fucking, it's the choir boy. It's Mr. Superman Christian, who is the one fucking bussing all over massage tables. Of course. That just makes so much sense. Filling the Baltimore Basilia with his classically trained bass baritone and staging dramatic proposals to his now wife on the roof of the Four Seasons. He's been a spokesperson for the Royal Farms convenience store chain since 2015, making one of Baltimore's more recognizable athletes. So he's one of the most recognizable people in Baltimore, and he's going to these wellness centers in that state, and he is busting all over the table thinking he's going to get away with it. How do people think that way? You play for one of the biggest teams in, I guess, in the country. You're at the main team in that fucking state. Why would you think you could get away with this? Honestly, how? Most of the 6 women who shared first-hand accounts said that they had not known much of each other before being contacted by the banner. Yet they gave strikingly similar accounts of Tucker's behavior. The women asked to be identified by letter to protect their privacy, fearing retaliation from the Ravens organizational fans. 5 of the women said Tucker asked them to massage his pelvic region or inner thighs while he had an erection. They then said he repeatedly wiggled his pelvis to remove the sheets, which fully or partially exposed his genitals. He watches too much porn. 2 women said that Tucker brushed him with his exposed penis. 3 said when they returned to the treatment room after Tucker had left, they discovered a large wet spot on the massage table, which they strongly believed to be ejaculate. Oh, yay. They couldn't be for sure until they tested it or tasted it, but yikes. I wonder how common this is, though. This must be a common occurrence, isn't it, unfortunately? In any place where a woman touches a man, especially in a naked environment, this must be a common thing. No matter how professional, this must be a common occurrence that guys just go in there on like a kamikaze thing. Fuck it, I'm not going to come back here again. Maybe they travel to a place. They travel somewhere super far away from where they live. They go and do a madness and then just leave. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like a come and dash, if that makes any sense. Like a bus and dash. I swear that must be common. It must be so fucking gross. The women say that the incidences took place in 2012, Tucker's rookie season at the Ravens, to 2016, a year after he married his college sweetheart. A representative of the upscale local spa chain known Ojas said that Tucker had been immediately terminated as a client in 2014. Wow. So there's proof he has been terminated. This boy says it. Ojas said they terminated him as a client in 2014 after a massage therapist reported an incident that allegedly occurred during a massage therapy session with Justin Tucker. The owners of the now closed Studio 921 on the Locust Point said through an attorney that they took immediate and decisive action to ban the individual from our business and services to ensure a safe environment for all. A lawyer for the spa said the owner told Tucker by phone that he could not return. Wow. That's so fucking gross. The massage therapists, many of whom were in their early 20s at the time, described the mix of emotions they felt treating Tucker, a high-profile professional. Exactly. A high-profile professional footballer whom the spa were proud to book. At Ohash in Pikesville, which was patronized by many members of the Ravens, the staff at times wore t-shirts that said "Purple and Black, we've got your back." Massage therapist said, yeah, he definitely got your back, bro. He's fucking trying to bust on your back. Jesus Christ. That must be so horrible. You get a booking, you realize it's fucking this guy, right? You realize it's fucking Tucker, and then he pulls up and he's on some fucking creep shit. He's on some sex pest shit. He's on some weirdo shit. You're really happy to touch him because he's a fucking professional footballer, and you never know if you do a good job with him, he might actually want you to be his personal one. He might get you a job at the fucking Ravens. You never know. You're just hyped to do it. And then he turns out to be a fucking creep. Awful. Several of the women reported that Tucker's inappropriate actions began slowly but subtly, but after he repeatedly attempted to expose his genitals and in some cases seemingly positioned these hands to brush their thighs with his fingers, they concluded he was deliberately being inappropriate. God almighty. Yeah, I'd imagine massage therapists can tell the difference between you accidentally touching them and somebody trying to run a game. You know, they can tell straight away. We can tell if it's intentional or just an accident. This was intentional, said L, the therapist, who said Tucker touched her waist with his naked and semi-erect penis during a massage at the Ohas location. Oh my god. The woman said that they took extra steps to keep Tucker covered after he repeatedly exposed himself. One said that she placed a heavy heating pad over his pelvis. Another I bet one of them put a fucking brick on his chest, didn't it? Fuck it. Let's just put a brick on top of this sheet. So if it moves, you know he's definitely trying to do a thing. Or just like handcuff him on here so he doesn't wiggle. Fuck, you know. Another described using one hand to keep him covered with the sheets while pressing his inner thigh with her other arm to make the massage less sensual. Tucker's lawyer said that it was unremarkable and not news that he might become exposed during a massage. Yo, his lawyers sound like creeps themselves, isn't it? It's unremarkable and not news that he might become exposed during a massage. That's not true, bro. I've had massages and I never exposed myself. You know, like that's not a common thing. That is very remarkable if you expose yourself, because they do cover you. Athletes often shift around due to the discomfort and accompanies their bodywork, and massage therapists themselves are the ones adjusting the covering. Jesus Christ, these lawyers, man. But the therapists were unequivocal in their belief that Tucker's behavior was unusual, inappropriate, and intentional. Roughly a decade after the allegations, the therapists say that they remain haunted by his actions. I can't watch sports anymore. I see his face everywhere, says Jay. After talking to the Banner E, contacted attorney Michael Belsky, a partner at the SBWD law firm who specializes in sexual abuse and harassment cases. Belsky said that he is now representing 4 massage therapists who have shared similar experiences about Tucker, including additional therapists who have not spoken. The allegations of exploitation that have come from the clients are voluminous, very similar and very troubling, said Belsky. Each of my clients has expressed profound, long-lasting impact as a result of these filings. Yo, he's cooked. He's fucking cooked. He's fucking cooked. He's fucking cooked. None of the women who spoke on the banner said that they took the allegations to law enforcement. Legal experts said that there were some criminal statutes that might have applied to the allegations. It were proven indecent exposure, probably battery, for some instances in which the genitals intentionally touched the therapist, but the statute of limitations has expired, and in any event, which cases are rarely prosecuted. One expert said a civil court case such as a claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress against Tucker could face a very high bar for success. Yeah, of course, but it's still going to happen. But I think even the process of it is going to ruin his reputation. That's a problem that he has. You don't want to be known as a guy that fucking exposes himself and touches your fucking dick on the fucking massage therapist, busts all over tables and shit. You don't want to be that guy. That sort of stuff will never leave you. So his reputation has already been damaged anyway. And if these accounts are to be believed, these are different massage therapists at different spas sharing the exact same similar stories. It seems like it's most likely true. So even if he doesn't get found guilty, the court of public opinion will still see him as a fucking goon. As a gooner. Depending on the outcome of any investigation, Tucker could be found in violation of NFL and team rules. The league's personal conduct policy prohibits behavior, undermines, or puts the risk of integrity of NFL. And in 2022, Ravens coach John Harbaugh cited the team's zero tolerance policy towards domestic violence when asked about the Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson's suspension following an accusation of sexual misconduct. Jesus. At the Plainsville branch of Odgers, both E and L assigned to massage Tucker in 2014. E was 21, a newly licensed massage therapist, and about 7 months pregnant. Fucking hell. Tucker, bro. You're sexually abusing 7-month pregnant prim women now. Yo, this guy needs to be thrown in the bottom of the jail. She said before the massage began, Tucker asked her to focus on his inner thigh muscles because they were tight from kicking. She left the room to allow him to undress and got under the seats. When she returned, Tucker had an erection, she said, which since it's not unusual for a man to briefly become erect during a massage, she said she ignored it and focused on his neck and shoulders. Following the standard protocol, she tightly wrapped the sheets around his genital area, technique called the diaper drape. Oh, what's that? Is that to make your erection go away? That's crazy. Diaper drape. Oh no, maybe it's just a way to kind of cover your genital area. Okay, cool. I'm chatting shit. It's a diaper drape, so I'm assuming it's just an area. It's just a technique to cover your genitals so that they can actually touch your inner thigh properly. But Tucker wriggled his pelvis under the sheets halfway, revealing his genitals. He was continuously moving his hips, moving his penis, wiggling it, making it bounce, undoing the drapes. Yo, man thought he's Shakira getting massaged. Fucking hell, relax those hips, bro. Flustered, he asked Tucker to turn onto his stomach so that she could work on his back. But as the end of the appointment neared, he asked her to return to his inner thigh. Tucker was still erect, he said, which she found discomforting. She again secured him in a sheet, stared at the wall while massaging his inner thigh. When she looked down a few minutes later, she recalled, the sheets were gone and he was fully exposed. Feeling certain that it was not an accident, he ended the massage, left the room, and told a supervisor, she recalled. 4 other Ojos employees confirmed to the Banner that she told them the account around the time of the incident. It felt premeditated. It made me feel even more gross because I was pregnant. Exactly. Fuck you know. Pest, boy. Absolute pest. Another therapist, Elle, said that she also assigned to massage Tucker later in 2014 at the same spa and encountered the similar behavior. Tucker asked her to focus above the groin and wiggled his body to make the sheet fall away, she shared. Throughout the whole session, he kept readjusting to make his penis come out. Elle said that Tucker appeared to purposely position his hand so that it touched her leg. Oh, so I guess he's putting it to the side or something, innit? So when she walks by, he's like, oh my god, man. This guy has got problems. It wouldn't surprise me if he's done something really fucking crazy. This is fucking wild. Towards the end of the appointment, Tucker readjusted the sheets so that his penis came out and touched Elle's arm. At that point, she said that she ended the session. Elle said that she informed the supervisor that she did not want to work on Tucker ever again. The Banner was unable to contact the supervisor, but 4 other Ojos employees confirmed Banner that Elle had told them the incident that happened at the time. At the third spa, now closed Healing Point in Lutherville, Tucker ground his penis into the massage table while laying down, then repeatedly tried to expose his genitals when face up, according to R, a massage therapist who worked with him there in 2016. He continued to move and the draping, so I realized he was being creepy. Because Tucker was a celebrity, R said she was afraid to end the massage early. Instead, she switched the techniques, used one hand to pull the sheets torn and pin him to the bed while she massaged his thighs. That's fucking wild. And massage therapists have techniques to kind of circumnavigate creepy dudes instead of just ending it. That's so wild, man. They still need the money, you know? They can't just end the session. They have to find out a way to kind of do it without you fucking freaking out. The owner of Healing Point declined to comment, saying that business was a healthcare facility and must follow the same privacy guidelines of other governments and doctors and hospitals. 2 therapists reported that Tucker also acted inappropriately with them in the apothecary wellness in 2012-2013 during the first 2 seasons of the Ravens. One of the therapists, Jay, recalled that Tucker arrived at his appointment in the Ravens gear from head to toe. He made it a point to tell me I'm a kicker. I play for the Ravens. Tucker asked Jay to focus on his gluteal muscles and inner thighs. I tucked him in like a baby, but he kept repositioning himself. So I would brush against his exposed penis, she said, prompting to stop the massage his thighs and move to the area of his body. That's not a normal massage behavior. I did hundreds of massages and I never had someone else do that. Jesus Christ. After the massage, Jay said she found a huge wet spot that she believed to be a jacket in the middle of the massage table. Jay said she told the receptionist and senior staff members that she never wanted to massage Tucker again. She said that outside of what she believes occurred to Tucker, she had never had another client leave that at what appeared to be a jacket on the table. So she served hundreds of people, and the only person that did it was a famous football kicker. God damn. I left the massage feeling dirty. She said, noting that she also was upset at the experience that she stopped doing massages for several months. He knows we have no power and can't do anything. Tucker's attorney says that having a body work performed at NFL kicker thighs was typical and not essential. Wild case. I'm eager to see what happens with him in the end. Someone like this, someone as powerful, someone as rich, will probably end up kind of getting away with it. The NFL don't want to ban him until I guess he gets criminally charged or something crazy happens. So it seems like he might be getting away with this, but it's already quite embarrassing. So it probably will be something that'll follow him until the end of his career and rightfully ruin any type of future job opportunities he has going forward, because this is fucking insane. absolutely fucking insane. And considering how they kind of, you know, fuck up other black athletes' careers when they have similar instances, I hope they keep the same energy with this guy. I hope they keep the same energy because this guy sounds sinister. He sounds fucking sinister, to say the least. He sounds sinister, to say the least. But again, what do I know? I'm just a simple man.